Have you ever thought, or maybe even said out loud, I wish I could talk to God? You know, there were people in biblical days that actually did, that talked to God, and that God talked to them. How would you feel if I said, there's a way, there is a way to talk to God? Now, it's not cell phone, it's not text, it's not email, it's not Facebook. But Jesus told us how in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9, where he said it's through prayer. By starting, Our Father who is in heaven. In Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6, Paul says, in everything by prayer and supplication, let your petitions be made known to God. And then he talked about what the result of that was. He said, and the peace that passes all understanding will guard your hearts and minds. You can talk to God. I can talk to God anywhere, anytime, about anything. And his line's never busy. He's always there. He's always there to hear us. And in Matthew 7 verse 8, there's this to lean upon. Everyone who asks receives. So when we talk to God, we can tell him our problems. We can tell him our joys. We can tell him what we need. And we know that God's going to answer our prayers. Or maybe you thought about this. I wish God would talk to me. Do you know that he does? God will talk to every single one of us. Not audibly, but he talks to us through his word. 2 Timothy 3:16 says that all scripture is given by the inspiration of God. It's profitable for doctrine, reproof, correction, instruction, righteousness, that the person of God could be complete, furnished to every good work. 2 Peter 1:3 says he's granted unto us all things that pertain to life and godliness through the knowledge of him. Where do we find that knowledge? We find it in his word. So every single day, I can talk to God. Every single day, God can talk to me. So the questions would be, am I talking to God? Am I listening to God? Have you talked to God today? Have you listened to God today?